Okay, this is the last and most difficult type of problem that we could get when using the elimination method. So going back to step 1, we have to find equal and opposite variables. This one's a little bit tricky because if you notice, we don't have any equal variables, but we also only have one set of opposite variables. We have a negative 7y and a positive 2y. So we can use that if we'd like to, but I'm actually going to work with the x's in this equation because we have to make equal and opposite variables. So to do that, I'm going to multiply this whole top equation by a negative 5. Because when I do that, I distribute the negative 5 to the x, and that gives me negative 5x, which is what I need to be equal and opposite to the 5x from the second equation. So I'm going to continue to distribute. So I distribute the negative 5 to the negative 7y. Negative times a negative is positive, and 3 times 7 is 35y. And then we distribute the negative 5 to the negative 11. Again, negative times negative is positive, and 5 times 11 is 55. So we end up with some pretty big numbers, but that's okay. And then I'm going to rewrite that other second equation down below so that I can see them lined up just the way I need to. Okay, and now is when we're going to add these two equations together. We're combining the two equations. So I have a negative 5x plus 5x. Those cancel each other out. I have 35y plus 2y. That's going to give me a 37y. And then I have 55 minus 18. So we have to subtract those. Most of you are probably going to plug them into your calculator. Take 15 minus 8, which gives you 7, and 4 minus 1, which gives you 3. And then we have to divide by 37 on both sides. And we get y equals 37 divided by 37 is 1. So we end up with a pretty simple answer, even though our numbers were big to begin with. Sorry if you can hear my dog whining outside the door. And then we have to plug that back into one of our two original equations. Again, doesn't matter which one. I'm going to just go ahead and choose this first one. So I have x minus 7 times 1 equals negative 11. Ugh. Okay, so we multiply this negative 7 and 1, so I get x minus 7 equals negative 11. Add 7 to both sides to get x by itself. We get x equals negative 11 plus 7. Gives us a negative 4. That's our final answer there. So our overall final answer would be negative 4, 1. And that's what we would use in our worksheet or plugging into an answer box. Okay, if you have any questions, you can send me messages on It's Learning, or you can shoot me an email.